grand entrance as you enter the theater here, but we're so happy to be here as we continue to celebrate here in the community of Weslaco. My name is Barbara Garza. I'm the president and CEO for the Weslaco Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and today we're at a very special place here in Weslaco, and that's iTheater at the Tower. So we're so happy to be here and bring people from the community out to this area. Just by show of hands, who has not been into iTheater here at the Tower before? Raise your hand. So it's a great time for you to see this beautiful space here in our community and remind you that we have such hidden gems here in Weslaco, and remind you to come out and check out and support the arts here in this community. So again, today we're here to celebrate iTheater at the Tower, to share with you a little bit about what this location does here in this community, but also to share the importance of service and the importance of leadership in our community. Today we're here because our leadership class, Class 18, who's sitting here with us today, generously worked hard throughout the year to fundraise, to support a cause in our community. And this year that cause was to support iTheater at the Tower. So that's really why we're here, and you're going to hear more from the class about that in just a moment. But as we get started, I do want to recognize some of the folks who are here with us. And first and foremost, I'd love to recognize all the family and friends who are here, the theater goers that come all the time to the events to support the actors. Thank you so much for your time and your energy and supporting the arts here in the community. I'd also like to recognize, and you'll hear from him in a moment, Mayor Adrian Gonzalez, who's here with us today. Commissioner Josh Pagasa. Our city manager, Mr. Martin Garza, who's in the audience. Our city leadership who's here as well and who play a big role in helping in the maintenance of this facility. I know we have Mr. Omar Rodriguez and Rebecca de la Fuente who are here with us today in the audience. We'd also love to recognize our Weslaco Royal Court who are here with us, our student leader ambassadors who are here. I just like to hear the applause, guys. We're going to keep going. And we'd also like to recognize our Red Coat ambassadors, who are business leaders in the community, who join us for all of these great events in the community. And of course, we want to recognize our leadership class members who are here, and I'm going to ask them to stand quickly to be recognized. So you'll hear from the leadership class in just a moment, but I'm going to pass the mic over to our mayor to share a few words on behalf of the city of Weslaco and on behalf of today's celebration. Mayor?
Good morning, good morning. When I was walking in, I'm not lying, when I came in, I was like, oh man, this is a little nerve-wracking, and it's nervous. It's like a theater and all this stuff. You know, you see these movies, right, where people come and they talk, or these stand-up comedy shows when you're like here, the lights hitting you. I was like, this is pretty cool. This is the first time. But you know, Mr. Steve invited me out here, and it was my very first time stepping foot in this building. And being that I was born and raised in Weslaco, I never walked in, or never just kind of, I've gone to church all my life right next door, passed by, but never was able to come in and, take a little tour of it. So Mr. Steve called me, and I came, and he gave me the tour of the facility, right? And what they do, and what it's all about. And I was like, that's awesome. I don't know why more people don't know or have come to the theater. This is something great, not only for us adults, but for our kids, And I came in, and the first thing I said is, like, when I started walking around, I saw these walls. I was like, if there's ever a bomb or a massive hurricane, I'm coming here. Because this thing, there's 12-inch cement walls. That's the way it was built. The only reason I know is because I was reading about it. And that was one of them. It was built in 1920 or 30? 28, right? 1928. So it was built to last. So it's a great building. I walked outside. They have a great patio out there. And of course, our famous Tinacle's right there. I see it from the road, never from the bottom, and I was able to actually stand and look up and check out our tinaco, our famous tinaco, and the outdoor patio. So it's awesome to be here, and I'm glad the leadership took the step to help out the High Theater and provide, whatever, what they were gonna provide for the High Theater. And I think we need to get more involved in helping the High Theater and improving it so we can make it accessible to our young, kids, and whatever they, they have if they want a future in acting or whatever it is. I think it's great. We have a lot of talent in the Valley, a lot of talent in Westaco. We just won state championship, so there's a lot of talent here. So again, I want to congratulate you. What a great facility, and as part of the city, we are here to support you in any way we can. And congratulations once again. Thank you. Commissioner, you want to say something? If you show up, you got to speak, man. And it's pretty cool. Look, you stand right here, the light hits you.
Well, good morning. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I got a little nervous when I saw the chairs outside. Oh, Lord Jesus, here we go. I can already feel the sweat running out, but no, I'm glad it's inside. So for those of you all who have not been, I highly encourage you to come in and take in the show. It is great. You're immersed in it, and it's almost like you're part of the show because we're so close to everything taking place. It is awesome. And, we'd like to thank the leadership class for considering the High Theater and doing what you did for it. It's great because they themselves believe in a lot of the same things that you all believe in, which is, the communication, the leadership, working towards a common goal, teaching discipline, working with one another, the empathy and all that. They incorporate all that. That's what they believe in. That's part of their core. So it's great that you consider them, and I'm sure they are very well appreciate everything that was done here. And like Mayor Gonzalez said, just like the Tinaco, this is also, a hidden gem, an iconic, an iconic theater for the city of Westaco. So with that being said, we greatly appreciate the leadership class for your consideration and for what you did for them. And we thank you all for being here today to celebrate that. So with that being said, y'all have a blessed day. And again, thank you for being here with us to celebrate this moment.
Thank you, Commissioner. And yes, today, I know Mayor and Commissioner have to step out for a press conference this morning, so we thank you for your time for being here to celebrate with us today.
All right, thank you guys.
As we continue with the ceremony, a few things I want to share before I bring up one of our class members is one, yes, thank you class, thank you Steve, for allowing us to do this indoors. We know that it's been a warm summer, so we appreciate the fact that we get to be inside, but also to appreciate this space. But a little bit about Leadership Mid-Valley. So one of the reasons we're here is because each year we have a leadership class, which are student professionals in the community that become a part of our leadership class. These individuals join the program to learn about the Mid-Valley, learn about the region, and how to make our community better and stronger. And integrated into this program is the opportunity for the class to host a fundraiser, as well as the opportunity to host a service project. So each year, this class has the challenge of coming together and working with people that they just met, and at the beginning of the year, when they're all kind of learning about one another and their strengths and weaknesses and all, they come together and decide what kind of fundraiser can we host, and how much money can we raise, and how can we incorporate these funds back into our community. And so it's been a very special program here in Westaco and across the Mid-Valley. We've seen the first class of this program started in 2005, and the range of service projects that you'll see from then to now, have changed, have varied, but all with a common goal to support our community and impact Westaco in the most positive way. And so we're so proud of this leadership program. We celebrate class 18 today, and we currently are recruiting for class 19. We did have to pause. Our program would be a little bit older. We did have to pause during the pandemic, and but we're so proud to come back strong with our groups and now celebrate class 18. So with this leadership program, the class had the opportunity to host this fundraiser, and I'll allow our leadership class to talk about that. But again, the leadership program does play a big role in our community. It's something that's important to us. It's across the Mid-Valley, so we have individuals all over the Mid-Valley who are part of this program, but again, who come together for a common goal, and that's to do better, to do good, to provide a service, and to be servant leaders in our community. And that's critically important to all of us in our professional careers, and as an example to students in the community as well. This theater, as Mayor and Commissioner mentioned, is very special and recently was highlighted on the Texas Bucket List. I know you may have seen Steve interviewed there on Texas Bucket List, but again, something very, very special and unique to our community, and something that we should all of us take into heart and understand that it's important that we appreciate, we support, and we come out to see the great things happening in the community and recognize that there's opportunities for our community to be recognized and to grow and to support the initiatives that they're hosting here. There's, Steve just mentioned to me, and I'm sure he'll share with you in a moment, that they have several shows coming up, so we want you all to be here to support the actors, and again, sharing this beautiful space. In just a moment, when we get to our ribbon cutting, you'll have the opportunity to see the work that the leadership class has done with their funds this year, but also the opportunity to see this beautiful space. So to continue with the ceremony and share with you more about the great work that Class 18 has done here at iTheater the Tower, I'd like to invite one of our Class 18 members, Ms. Michelle Garcia, who is a representative of the Westville ABC, to share a few words.
Good morning, everyone. So I will start with, we have 12 class members minus one because John Summers left, but he still graduates with us, so we keep him near and dear to our heart. And let's see, we started with an idea of how much money can we raise? What do people like to do the most? Obviously, it's gambling, so we went with the casino night. And we have Ms. Natasha with us, and she works at the NAC Medical Center, so they allowed us to have it there at their place. With all the money that we raised, and of course, thanks to all our sponsors, we do have a couple sponsors here that donated, whether it was money, items for first time auctions or raffles, and as well as we sold wine as well that day to be able to pop open, drink if you'd like. And what else did we do? And of course, the food. We had a lot of food that was donated that day as well. So we would like to thank all of our sponsors that made that event possible. With all the money that we did raise, we decided on what the iTheater needed the most. So of course, we consulted with Steve and their crew to see what they would like. What you're sitting on, or some of y'all are sitting on, those black chairs, those comfy chairs, we were able to purchase about 50 of those. The original ones were these brown ones that we have over here. And if you've been here before and sat through a 2-3 hour show, you know how uncomfortable it gets. So we sat on those, we're like, wow, it is very life-changing, honestly. And then with the other funds that we did raise, we had a contractor he's here today as well, Lupe. He helped us kind of wash the rocks that are in the front and as well do landscaping in the back. We had, Steve had a little stage on the outdoor area that was small and just needed a little bit of revamping. So he helped us move it to the other side. Honestly, I feel like that was the hardest part, was not moving the stage, but where the stage was going to be placed, because it was tons and tons of bricks. And we were nonstop, sweating. It was a lot. It was a lot of hard work, so definitely sweat equity for sure. I think we'll see a couple of pictures, so you'll see us with squinting eyes and super red, because it was pretty hot. And then see what else. So we had the stage that we did, that we revamped. We did stain, and we did stain, the cocktail tables that we are outdoors, so you'll see those as well. Seen and sanded, and the benches, the stage, and then the chairs, of course, and the landscaping that Lupe was able to help us with. Am I missing anything else? I think that's about it, right? So that's kind of what we did. It was a lot of hard work for sure. Why we chose the iTheater is because everyone knows about the Tower Theater. I mean, everyone knows about the tower, the water tower, but there's a lot of people that come inside of it, don't know a lot about the arts that are happening here within the city of Weslaco. So we were like, why not give a shining light to them? Kind of give them a little bit of revamp so they can have something outdoors, something comfortable to watch indoors. So that's why we chose the iTheater, and we hope that we can get more chairs. I know Steve was mentioning that they're doing a chair drive now to kind of complete the rest of the chairs that we do have here. So yes, I do invite you all to come. My favorite nights are improv nights because they're the funniest. So I do want to invite you all to those, and I'm sure Steve will talk about the plays that are happening later on in the summertime. Thank you.
So Michelle, don't leave just yet. I'd like to invite all of the class to come up to the front here and to be recognized. And also I'd like for y'all to share the organization that you represent, just to give our audience and those joining us online as well a better idea of how our leadership program works. Again, not everyone is here with us today, but we truly believe in the importance of service and being a part of your community, and that's what this leadership program is about. So these individuals come from all different businesses and organizations, but all came together with a common goal. So I'm gonna pass the mic for them to introduce themselves, share anything that maybe you all missed that you want to share about iTheater, but I'll pass the mic over.
Good morning, my name is Nick Carranza, I'm with Texas National Bank, and I just wanted to share that it was truly a good event, or great organization to be part of, I should say. But more importantly, the people standing up here, you're gonna become friends, not just co-workers, not just people part of this team. Thank you guys for the journey, it's great.
Hello, good morning. This is Eric with Sky High Rentals, and I'm just going to piggyback off of what Nick said. I already knew a couple of individuals up here, but just getting to know each other some more, and their strengths, our weaknesses, and just working on that project really brought us all together. And it's been an honor with my colleagues over here as well.
Eddie Garza with Combat Gold Pro Wrestling. These guys already stole everything I was going to say, so I'm going to just pass the mic.
Good morning, my name is Mirta Garcia. I'm the banking center president for Rio Bank in ELSA. This is Mid-Valley leadership, so ELSA is included. Part of my career, I spent about 20 years in Huesaco, so I feel like I'm part of this community too. And leadership, Mid-Valley has been such a great experience. I've met a lot of wonderful professionals who I now call my friends. So I encourage anyone that is considering to work on leadership, please do so, enroll. It's a great program. And I just want to say thank you to our sponsors that helped make this whole project come true. Thank you. Again, my name is Michelle Garcia. I do represent the Huesaco EDC. I definitely do recommend this program. It was a lot of fun. A lot of hard work, a lot of hours texting each other late at night. But yes, I definitely recommend, these people are now our friends, and we are missing a couple of them, but we still text each other, and we owe each other a little drinking night for sure.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Sydney with South Texas Federal Credit Union. Going back to what Nick said, yes, so then when we first met, everything was kind of awkward, and we just loosened up, and we learned so much from each other, and it's been an amazing journey.
Hello everyone, my name is Cecilia Gonzalez. I'm a real estate agent with Remax Elite. Yes, we had a lot of 7 p.m. at the grind coffee shop nights throughout the project that were going to be, very memorable for us, learning and leaning into each other really for support and the leadership process. So it's definitely been a challenge because we have 12 great minds in this team, and so it's been a learning curve, trying to be patient and listen to everybody's opinion throughout the process and try not to be, the dictator. I am a control freak sometimes. So it's definitely been a huge learning curve, in the leadership process. It's been amazing. We love the iTheater. I've been here a couple of times, and we truly, want to shine the light to Steve because this place is amazing. This place is self-sustained. If you guys don't know, there's really no revenue coming in except for the people that really support locally. So we highly encourage everybody to be involved and, through your donations and sponsorships to really keep this legacy alive because it is a great place for our future youth. Also, I want to name the people that are not here, which is going to be Natasha Gonzalez from NAP Medical Center. She is the marketing director. And Sarai Gonzalez Lozano. I'm sorry, Sarai Lozano, and she is with Diabetes, Unidos contra Diabetes. And we have Connie Salinas, San Miguel. She is from Burton Auto as well. So those are the and JP, I'm sorry. Our commissioner, of course, our commissioner, JP Rodriguez as well. And John Summers with Michaela Funeral Homes. He was also part of our leadership class. So those are the members. Thank you so much.
And I'm going to ask you all to stay up here and join Steve as we invite Steve to come up and share a little bit about IA Theater and what happened here with this leadership project.
Thank you, Barbara. Well, welcome to the Tower Theater. My name is Steve Urbina, and like everyone here, we all volunteer here. There is a full-time employee at the Tower Theater. Community theater starts with that, a community. And it all started, like the mayor was saying, in 1928. This building was originally not a theater, as you can tell. It was a water tank. It was Wesco's first water tank. And it was not meant to be a theater. But this lady back here, if you can look back, her name is Shirley Atkins, and she was a school teacher, and she taught choir, and she had a vision to make this eyesore, because after it was condemned as a water tank because they started building the Tinaco behind us. It just sat here empty, and this tank held 180,000 gallons of water at one point. But when they started building the Tinaco, the town grew and they needed more water pressure, and that Tinaco holds 300,000 gallons of water. So when that was built, the town wanted to tear it down, but it was too expensive. So then someone at City Hall said, why don't we cut a hole in it and we'll just store our junk in it. And that's what they did for years, decades actually, until she had an idea of turning it into a theater. And she pushed people at City Hall, and she got people involved. She got the community involved with donations and with the city's help. She turned this place into a community theater. And for the last 54 years, we've held shows on this stage. And there's no other place on the planet that is just like this. There's no other place, no other theater, no other water tank has been converted into a theater. And that's here in Wesco. We talk about the Rio Grande Valley, how important it is. There's no other place like this on the planet. We have it here in Wesco. So this is a very unique place to come and enjoy a show. And as we talk about our youth, we have a show opening this Friday. Some of our youth are here. Raise your hand if you're going to be in our show this Friday. We have a couple of our youth. We're opening this Friday. Miss Nelson is missing, and it's based on a children's book. And it's a very cute book. These kids are fantastically gifted. We talk about supporting the arts. I would say we shouldn't support the arts. I say the arts support a community. Because a community without the arts, I would say, is a dead community. As a shy kid in high school, this helped me. One of those pictures up there, I was here in 1992, running around here doing a musical. Couldn't sing, was terrified, but it helped me come out of my shell. And I think it's a life lesson. It's not just for people to come up here and to be famous or be famous actors. It's just a life skill to come up and come out of your shell and be confident. And it's just not for youth, but it's for adults. We have adults come up here. We have people from the age of 8. We have Bethany, who started when she was 8. Where's Bethany? How old were you, Bethany, when you started? She was 3 years old. And how old are you now? Tell me how old are you? It doesn't matter. You're young. 21. And now Bethany is in college, and she comes down in the summers and she's directed shows here. So we're talking about lifelong legacies here that this place impacted her, and now she's impacted lives and is paying it forward. So this is a special place, and it's a special place that I don't think we all really understand what the ripples it's had to our community. So thank you, leadership class, for helping us. And just thank you, because these chairs are more than 45 years old. So I hope these chairs will be here for 40 years after that. And you motivated us to get a chair drive going. And when we get all these chairs replaced, we'll invite you all back, and we'll have a second ribbon cutting around. And we'll do a little party after that. But thank you so much. We're very grateful for everything you've done, all the hard work you did. They spent a lot of time out there in the sun, sanding and moving bricks and staining and restaining and resanding. And she was like, "Is that enough?" Like, "No, do it one more time." So resanding like 4 times. But that area back there, we want to make it into a nice area for the community. So in the fall, We can have shows out there. We can invite you all to come out. So again, thank you, Mid-Valley leadership. Thank you, Barbara and the Chamber, for supporting us, and thank you for coming out. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Steve, and absolutely, you know, it's interesting because I just came back from a training in College Station talking about travel and tourism and how it's so important to make your community a destination. And there's certain things in every community that makes you a destination. And I certainly believe that having this unique theater here in our community really makes us stand out and makes us a community that people want to visit and find these really amazing hidden gems within Weslaco. So we want to invite community to come out and celebrate and see this beautiful space and be a part of your community. Really, I mean, it's so interesting, you know, when we invite people in to see it and say, hey, how many of you have ever been in here before? And a lot of locals who live here have not. So we want to invite you to come and check this out. I do want to recognize again our leadership class for selecting this location as your leadership project, because they had options to decide what they wanted to do, and they went through a variety of projects of what they were trying to figure out what was going to work best to utilize their fundraised dollars. And so we commend you on your efforts. We commend you on selecting this location and creating a plan, working with Steve and finding out what would work best to support this particular location. So congratulations to you. I'm not going to let you go just yet. So at this time, I'd like to invite one of our Red Coat ambassadors to share a few words on behalf of the Chamber, and we'll be presenting a certificate to Steve and to our leadership class.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Rhonda Lewis. I am the administrator for the Valley Baptist Micro Hospital here in Weslaco. And what a history. Amazing. I too was part of a previous leadership class and had the honor of being part of the planning committee for this class. Everything that they said about working together is so true. From day one, they came together as strangers and immediately formed a bond that will be lifelong, everlasting, just like this theater, right? Bucket list. You said that this was on the bucket list or one of the things to see. What a hidden gem. As I said, those of us that are here in Weslaco on a daily basis, we drive by, but I never imagined that there was so much history involved here. And not only in the iTheater, but in the leadership class as well. So we want to continue to build on this leadership program for Mid-Valley, as well as come and enjoy this magical place that we have here. So on behalf of the leadership class and the chamber, I would like to present this certificate for leadership Mid-Valley class to the iTheater for the Legacy Project for class 18. Thank you all.
We're going to take a quick photo so we can have all of you kind of join in there. You're going to look at Anthony really quick. Anthony's there in the middle. Yes, he does. The certificate, just like Ms. Rhonda mentioned, highlights that this project was Class 18's Legacy Project. Every class is required to select a location and host a legacy program, and this was their Legacy Project this year. So congratulations, Class 18, and thank you, Steve, and of course the city for their support in helping us make this happen. And so now, everyone, it's time. It's time for us to go outside. So I want everyone to take a deep here. So leadership class alumni, if you want to wave your hand if you're here, any of our alumni. Thank you to our alumni who are here to celebrate this class 18. I also saw Mr. Pepe Cabeza de Vaca, who came in earlier. He's a commissioner with the City of McAllen. He was here a few moments ago. I know we have Michelle with Commissioner David Fuentes' office as well. So, and Mallory came in with the Office of the Governor. So thank you so much to everyone to be here to support this class in their endeavor, support iTheater at the Tower, Steve and your team and their efforts. And I say team, but these are all volunteers, guys, that make this happen. So thank you, Steve, for your efforts in helping keep iTheater alive and grow and thrive. So with that, deep breaths. We are think AC. Ready? Okay, so at this time we're going to cut the ribbon, celebrating today's ribbon cutting and our leadership legacy project at iTheater at the Tower. On 3, if you want to join me in cutting and counting down. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. You got this, Steve. There we go. All right. Congratulations to iTheater at the Tower and Leadership Class 18 on their legacy project. If I can